In this video, we will be looking at how to draw the bass clef. Now, the bass clef is a lot easier to draw than the treble clef. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with, again, the steps for drawing the bass clef. Now, the bass clef is also known as the F clef. The reason why is because whenever we start, first step is to start with a big dot on the fourth line, okay, the fourth line of the staff. And that dot, where we end up putting it, is F in the bass clef. Now, I will say that, again, we have 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines. So it's always good to number your lines to make sure where you are. And then after that, again, on the fourth line, you're going to draw a big dot. The second step is to draw the right side of a heart shape. So whenever we kind of think about that heart shape, right, it kind of goes up and then it curves down. So you draw the right side of the heart shape, you touch the top line, and then you come down and finish at the bottom line. So that's step number 2. Now, step 3, you add 2 more dots, and you add those dots on spaces 3 and 4. So again, I've written in here space 1, 2, 3, 4. So we draw it on space number 3 and space number 4, okay? But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and show you how this is done on some of the tracing, okay? And then we will talk about the rest of the exercise. So first of all, with the tracings, these guys aren't filled in quite yet. So again, you can go ahead and fill in that big dot. That's how we start. And then what we're going to do is we're going to follow that tracing so that we curve down to the right, so we have the right side of the heart. And then again, we're going to fill in those dots on the 3rd and 4th space. Okay, we're going to do that same thing with the other ones. So here we have, again, big dot on the 4th line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have that curve up to the top line, then comes back down to the bottom line. And we have the 2 dots, 1, 2, on spaces number 3 and 4. Okay, now, the real one that you have to remember is going to be where the big dot is, because the nice thing about the spaces is that they're the spaces right next to it. But can you remember what exactly is the line that we start the bass clef from? It is the 4th line, right? The 4th line. So again, we start on the 1, 2, 3, 4th line, big dot, and then curve to the right, down, and stop at the bottom line, and then fill in those 2 dots. Again, there are several other tracings that you can go ahead and practice all throughout here. Now, here at the bottom, okay, we have this question, can you finish the clefs? Or can you finish these clefs? Now that part is kind of tricky. So on this one, you'll notice that we've only got the dot. So what are we missing? Well, we're missing, and you can go ahead and draw this with me. So starting from the dot, we are missing that heart-shaped curve. So we curve up to the top line, touch the top line, and we come down to the bottom line so that we get the right side of that heart shape. And then we get the dots on space number 3, 1, 2, 3, and then space number 4, okay? Now this one, it actually has the dot and it has the curve. The only thing that it's missing is the 2 dots. So the 2 smaller dots on space number 3, space number 4. At the bottom of the page, this is where things get a little bit tricky. If you've seen the treble clef video, this will be great for you, but the question ends up becoming, do you remember your treble clefs? Okay, and then it asks you to trace this first one and then draw 3 more. Now, if you remember, how does the treble clef go? What do we call the treble clef? There's another name for it. The treble clef is also known as the G clef, the G clef. And the reason why is because when we first start drawing it, we start on the G line, which is the 2nd line. So we start on the 2nd line, so 1, 2, start right here. If you remember how the steps go, we curve up to the middle so that we kind of get a C, curve down to the bottom line. Then all we do is we curve around until we get the number 6. Kind of looks like a number 6, right? Then all we do is we curve, twirl back to the left, and then all the way down through, and then we finish it off with a curl, okay? After you've done that, then go ahead and draw 3 more, and then you will know how to draw not only the treble clef now, but also the bass clef. And this has been the video on drawing the bass clef.